moment he comes out, please do this for me. Please, 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 please.
Sandra Bullock's boyfriend, Ryan Sandal, has unfortunately kicked the bucket at age 57 after battling with a private, ALS. Well, the family is up with more information about the demise of Sandal. And of course, Daily Trends, we're here to also bring you details of the happenings after the demise of the sensational, I should say, personality. This is the Trends of Pinax News. This is the hub for quality entertainment. Please go onto YouTube, look for Pinax News, and of course, subscribe. It's very important. Now, Sandra, Bullock's boyfriend, Brian Sandal, as we have reported, has passed on or passed away at age 50, 7. Now, Brian's family in the media or in the press release has stated that it is with a great sadness that they shared that on August 5th, Brian Sandal passed away peacefully after a 3-year battle with ALS. They say that Brian decided to keep, his struggles with ALS a private matter, adding that those of us who cared about him did our best, to honor his request. So the family who upon knowing about the ALS, infection or contraction, by Sandal, kept it very private away from the media. And so that was a private infection or illness that Sandal was battling with. Now, they go on to say that we are immensely grateful, for the tireless doctors who navigated the landscape of this illness with us, and to the outstanding nurses who became our roommate, often sacrificing, their own families to be with us. People, was first to, report on this issue. We are also telling you about this. Now, Sandra and Brian first met back in 2015, when, he photographed a birthday party of her son, Louis, and they also went public later that particular year, despite keeping things between them mostly under wraps. She called him the love of her life in 2021 during her time on Red Table Talk. Now, she even said at the time that they shared her 2 kids together, 13-year-old Louis and 10-year-old Layla, both of whom she adopted. Unfortunately, Sandal has kicked the bucket. Now, there were reports that the couple was on rocks even before the demise of Sandal. So for those of you who do not know exactly what ALS is, I'm very kind enough to tell you about this particular infection. You should know because it's very deadly and you must get yourself informed. Now, ALS simply is a disease that apparently affect neurons, motor neurons of the spinal cord, which also causes progressive weakness and atrophy, of muscles. So if you start to develop, some kind of, spinal cord issues, and you have some kind of progressive weakness in your body, then it's either you visit, your doctor for immediate treatment, or you may, low key, I should say, be also battling with ALS. That is some piece of information for you. Now, most of you will be asking, what is ALS? Now, research that I've done also indicates that ALS simply means amyotrophic lateral, sclerosis. Well, I hope I got that scientific, name correctly. So ALS simply means amyotrophic lateral, sclerosis. Wow. So it's basically a nervous system disease that weakens muscles and impacts, physical functions. So in this disease, your nerve cells breaks down, and of course, it reduces your functionality in the muscles, that supplies you with good health. It also causes unknown, other side effects and, infections in your body. It makes you numb sometimes. You feel very dizzy. You're weak sometimes, and you barely could speak at some time or some point. You want to speak, but sometimes it's like your mouth is very heavy. Something is preventing you from talking. So that's ALS basically, and some few checks that I've also done. So yes, very sad information, I must say. the family, are also detailing what exactly happened to, Sandra. Well, may he so rest in peace from all of us here at Daily Trends Up in Axe News to the family. Meanwhile, social media and other personalities have also taken to social media to express their sympathies to the family. Or social media have also been talking, of course. Let's quickly go into social media and see what most of you have been talking about. Tammy Duncan comes to say, bless her heart, love her in all she stands for. Tricia also comes to say, this makes me so sad for him and his family. They seem so happy. RIP. Money Bands also says that I love her. That's sad. My condolences. Well, they accept that in good faith. Albert also comes to say, rest in peace, Randall. Okay, so it's Randall, not Sandal, apparently. Renee also comes to say, rest in peace. Well, may he so rest in peace, I must say. And like I clearly said, he suffered ALS. Now, ALS simply means, let me take my time and pronounce it correctly so you also get your fact right. And maybe you can take advantage of this to also go and get yourself tested. If you have ALS infection or something, you may be, experienced, but you may not know. So it's basically amystrophic lateral sclerosis, that basically means a nervous system disease that weakens your muscles and of course impacts physical function. So if you're there and you're seeing signs and symptoms of some part of your body being weak, sometimes you wake up and you feel very tired, as if you've been beaten or you've gone for a war, a battle or something. Well, you may have to go or visit your doctor for some critical checks, because silently there are disease or infections that kill people very on the low, but you may not know. But for the fact that the family kept this very private, like I read for you, or I told you earlier, that was the decision of, Sandra's boyfriend. I'm talking about Brian Randall, who unfortunately, has, kicked the bucket at age 57. Now, indeed, there were rumors that the two were trying so hard to patch things up, because reports had it that the two were at the verge of, divorcing or breaking up, from their relationship. Well, that was true until, the sudden passing of, Brian Randall. Well, that's it's a very shocking but very sad news, I must say. Very young, very very young at age 57. Now, what would be your fond memory if indeed you knew Brian Randall? What would be your favorite, memory of him? I've had so much memories. I mean, he's very outspoken, I must say. That's one thing I love about him. And he really gives his opinion when it's needed. Well, sometimes, though, he goes overboard. But for the fact that he has to leave us at this very terrifying moment of, oh, it's very pathetic. May he so rest in peace. This has been the Literary Help in Axe News, and this is where we draw the curtain. Thanks for watching.